In this video, I'm going to be playing Super Mario 3 Mix, a ROM hack that's actually for the original Super Mario Bros. 3 on the NES, while giving you relaxing commentary and soft rain sounds to hopefully help you fall asleep fast. So let me take over and we'll play this little ROM hack. It's actually quite popular, at least in the speedrunning scene, but we're not going to do that today. We're just going to play through, just enjoy it and see what this game has to offer. If you would like to see more ROM hacks, please like and subscribe and let me know in the comments what hacks you would like to see, because it helps the algorithm and it also helps me know what ROM hacks you want to see. I have only played this maybe a little bit, like once or twice, so I don't really have any prior knowledge, but I do believe it is a mixture between multiple Mario games over the ages, where it takes basically like level designs from different Mario games and mixes them together. So this is obviously from Mario 1 that we're seeing right here, and it doesn't go to a warp zone, so I'm not going to talk the entire time, well, not constantly, but I will give spaces for the rain sound to breathe on its own. That way you aren't having constant information thrown at you, but just lay back, relax, close your eyes, don't worry about anything. Nothing's bad's gonna happen. We're just gonna sit here and play this game. Not gonna scream, not gonna rage out or anything. Even if it gets hard, I'll just manage. But I do want to play more ROM hacks, and my most popular video right now is my playthrough of the original Super Mario Bros. 3. So I figured, why not try their most popular ROM hack and see if it's as good as everyone says it is. Now, I know that the video is called Fall Asleep While I Play, but it's really just good for anything relaxing, anxiety, whatever. We kind of aim to give you a cozy environment, or even just, if you're at work and you're stressed out, you can listen to these. There's no hidden little messages or anything to, no hypnosis or anything trying to knock you out. It's just gameplay and soft rain and commentary, just to give you a nice warm atmosphere to hang out in for a while. We are going to rebrand soon to Peaceful Pixels again, because I've kind of had a conflict in my head of, do I want to call this Peaceful Pixels, which is what it was originally called, or do I want to tie it to my Johnny Fox brand? But when I looked at it like objectively, I just had to realize that Johnny Fox is a completely different character and a completely different vibe and completely different content. It has nothing to do with this channel, and tying it to Johnny Fox makes no sense, because the brand, it would almost be like, if there's like a Coca-Cola pizza, like Coca-Cola is known for soda, not pizza. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can drink Coke while you eat a pizza, but you don't get, there's no such thing as like a Coke flavored pizza or a Coke brand pizza, if they call it something else. Good example that I realized recently is Gold Peak or Golden Peak tea. It's the zero sugar variety that's incredibly good and tastes just like the McDonald's brand. The stuff you get at the McDonald's restaurant, I mean. Turns out that was made by Coke, and that was part of the inspiration that Coke is a soda and tea is not soda. So they call it something else that looks like a different brand, but it's owned by Coca-Cola, basically. So that's the first Bowser fight out of the way. We're just gonna wait for him to hit the bottom, I guess, or something, and we'll eventually be able to go. There we go. I had to speed up just to make sure it didn't freeze. And of course, Princess is in another castle, because it's literally level 3. So you would hope she would be, so the game's longer. Not exactly sure which games get like little level recreations in this particular game. I'm pretty sure it's Mario 1, 2, 3, Land, maybe Land 2. I think there was some, I think there might be like something from the Mario, like the new Mario Wii game stuff too. I don't know, later probably. That bloopers gonna troll and be a bit of a headache, but I do love Mario 3. It is my favorite Mario game. By far, of the platformers anyway. Well, the 2D platformers, I mean, like if we went 3D, it's obviously 64. I just don't feel like they ever did one that was as good as 64 was. And I am using save states just because this is not a rage out channel, but I do want to, get through the levels and not make you just watch the same thing over and over if I can help it, so I do save a lot just to make the video flow better so I don't have to edit out, or replay the same thing over and over, because that just irritates me when I have to do that. But I'm not gonna like save state before every jump or anything crazy like that. This one is just gonna be like a little habit in case we do have a mistake. That's level 3. Move on to level 4. World 1. I'm gonna be trying to play all the levels if I can figure out how to unlock them all, because there's gonna be obviously secret exits and stuff in this game, and I want to experience all the levels that they put together in this collection and see if I can notice the references. Like this one, I don't really know from any of the games. Maybe it's Lost Levels, I think, maybe. I don't know how I pulled that off without getting hit, but well, I didn't there. I immediately got my power up back, so I will be doing Mario World ROM hacks at some point. It's just, I want to cover your mainline Mario stuff, I wanted to cover the main stuff, for the vanilla game, so people have that original vanilla game if they want to look that up, and they don't want to watch a ROM hack for some reason. ROM hacks are just a little bit harder sell usually, because people don't know every ROM hack. Like there's no ROM hack as big as Mario 3 by itself. Is this level repeating itself, or no? Okay. I think that's a Mario Land or Mario Land 2 reference. With the little blocks that you jump on to get to the goal. Let's take care of this little mini boss, little mini game thing. What do we get? The fire flower. Nice. So first ghost house. This is definitely from World. Yeah, I know this level already. I think everybody knows this level from Mario World. It's not the first ghost house. I think it's maybe the ghost house that takes you to the Star Road, or Star whatever it's called, Star Land something. Star something, Star Road, Star Path, I forget. Whatever they call like the star thing in Mario World. Pretty sure that's what this level is. Just another sort of maze. Try. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is actually I think this might be a later ghost house. Can I grab that? No, I don't think he could do that in this particular game. I think I screwed it up. Not gonna have enough speed to get through all this. Well, I did actually. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out which door. It's obviously not the first or the. Just cheese it. Nope. Nope. Well, that's the last door, so. Where's this lead? Alright, so that's a troll door. Okay. Oh god, I remember this whole section. I got past it and I hated it. I think that's just for a coin anyway. Or maybe a secret exit, but those little coin things where you gotta follow the coin, whatchamacallit or whatever, are really annoying. Give me a moment. I'm gonna just want to set something really quick because of how soft I speak on this series. I don't want it to. Alright, so that probably was a secret exit, but I don't like that particular exit. It's just a little annoying doing that thing, trying to get like a. You're supposed to basically make the coins into a bridge, and it's like I can't ever figure out how to get the coins to cooperate and, you know, be on a level where they become a bridge high enough, but also not too high that I can't jump up there. It's a bit annoying. So if you want a 100% run of this, obviously the speed runs that exist. But I will try to play every level that's not, you know, a massive headache for me personally, you know. That was just a silly mistake. I think I remember this thing. Well, that looks like it's not going to go anywhere but into a thwomps. Apparently not, right? Another Bowser fight where it stops you like an invisible wall, unfortunately. I'm going to speed this up because it does take a bit for him to actually fall down. There we go. Take out another one of these cheap little mini games. Got us a star. Nice. This is a reference to, I don't know, I just keep thinking it's Mario Land because it's black and white. I did play the original Mario Land. I played most of the Mario games on here already. 1, 2, 3, all of the All-Stars games. Mario 64, Wario Land 1, this. So if you want to check any of that out, I have a full playlist for literally all the Mario titles. Basically, I pick a series and I kind of grind it out for this channel where I go through like all the stuff. I did Kirby as well, where I did Kirby Dreamland, Dreamland 2, Superstar, just posted Adventure earlier today. And then I'm also making like big compilations. Like I do the games one by one in case you just want to watch one particular one. But then I also have like Fall Asleep While I Play, you know, Mario games, which is like a collection of my individual videos into like one big supercut, so you don't have to deal with playlists and stuff on mobile. So it does take a little bit to render an 8-hour 4K 60 FPS video, but it's worth it because it's a passion project where I want to help people sleep, and you know it's gonna be naturally long, a lot of work, a lot more work than my usual output. This is based on 8-4, isn't it? I just realized that. This is based on 8-4. So, yep, it is. Basically, your jumps are like after every lava, you do a jump. Maybe a lot of these levels were based on Mario 1, and I literally just played Mario 1 the other day all the way through for the channel. And somehow didn't recognize some of those levels unless they weren't all direct copies. Yeah, like the jellyfish weren't in the original game. Got that same hammer bro that got me last time in the original. Dude, that was screwed up. He hit me with a hammer right as he died. What a troll. Thank you. Peace has last returned to our fair mushroom kingdom. World 1 cleared. Nice. Now we move on to World 2. There, I don't know how many worlds it is, but it's enough. Resting after the victorious defeat of Bowser, our heroes dream of a stairway leading to a world. Upon awakening, they went into a cave nearby and their surprise saw exactly what they had seen in their dreams. So I'm guessing this is going to be Mario 2. Yep, it is. Do I can actually grab them. Okay, that's cool. They added a little bit of a mechanic there where I can grab the Shy Guys or whatever. I think they're called Shy Guys. Or I can grab Shy Guys and kick them like a shell. That is awesome. Like that. Very happy with that. Love Mario 2. Easily one of my favorites. Despite it being weird and also not a Mario. Oh, you can actually swim up the waterfall too. I like it. I like this already. Because I'm very familiar with Mario 2. No power block right there. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Whoops. Ran right into a Shy Guy like a dummy. See if we can... Alright, so that just leads you to a coin. What does this lead us down to? Anything? Just death? That just leads us to like the bottom thing. Okay. But I'll just take a little gander at that. While I do play pretty quick, I'm not speed running anything, obviously. Because I do take my time, but I also kind of like playing games at a kind of a quick pace. Like, I don't like to waste a lot of time in the video, like meandering and be like, oh, wonder what this question block is. Wonder what that one is. And, you know, I still have to make a video that's entertaining if you stay awake and watch it, you know? It's mainly the commentary and the audio that makes it, you know, relaxing more than the actual visuals. And we gotta... Oh, we don't have to fight Birdo? Okay. I guess they rather couldn't program Birdo in, or they just didn't bother with that particular Birdo fight. What do we got? It's a match. Okay. Yeah, I'm cheating. I don't care. It's fine. A lot of Bowser heads. Oh, that's cool. Look at that interface. I like that. It's like where instead of it being individual things, we can actually, there's some other, the carrot, that's from Mario Land 2. I don't know if that's the penguin or not because it's white, but Chomper, I don't know anything about that particular power up, but we'll see it later probably. Oh, I love this already. Okay, so you don't actually go down like you do in Mario 2, where it like leads down to like a secret like little area like at the bottom of the waterfall. Oh, I see. You would have used the little wing dudes to. That's a little. You would have used the little wing dudes to get that coin. I guess if you get all the coins, you get something. All right, this is based on 5-1 of Mario Bros. 2, I think. So the one the waterfall thing, I think is 3-1 or 3-2 in Mario 2. Okay, that's something. Having a little fire plant, fire piranha, whatever you call them. Like coming just out of the ground. Like sneaking up on you from the ground. That's wild. Ooh, I like that where they like get you to scroll down. That's cool. Instead of having to like do like the blackout screen and everything, it just kind of gives you a sense of space. I like it. Make sure I save and continue. One small thing I would say for the makers of this, if they do, they ever saw this video, or if they ever were to update this, make it where you can pick your character between every level like you do in Mario 2, and that's it. Nothing else needs to be fixed. Just that, like when I go on the next one, let me swap between Mario, like, characters, like between levels. Maybe you can, but maybe I just don't. What? Oh, that's the warp between worlds. Go back to the worlds that you already. Okay, I get it. Yeah. Gonna save and continue just so we don't lose our progress. All right, 2-3. What are we getting into? Is this going to be one of those? Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, at least they're a lot slower than the ones in the original Mario 2, where they were just kind of flying at you like 100 miles an hour, and you just had to somehow dodge that. That was a lot easier than. I've done it before. It's kind of fun to do that particular level where you have to basically duck and jump and, you know, have to react to stuff with like split-second timing. It's like kind of fun when you get that actual rhythm in there. By the way, I looked up a tool-assisted speed run of this game. It's about 2 hours long, so that means in Peaceful Pixels time, it's going to be more like 4 hours. So strap in. You know, you'll see the final time, obviously, when it's uploaded, but I don't know what it's going to be now that I'm playing it. You know, but that was a tool-assisted speed run, like the perfect playthrough where it's like no mistakes at all, and if there were mistakes, they were completely intentional because they basically program like a robot to play the game more or less, and then get the robot to actually play the game all like, or they think they just record the game super slow, like input by input and like frame by frame in some spots. They basically make like these ridiculous playthroughs that are like almost or probably are impossible to do as a human being. You know, like, you know, I think it's like one of them was like Mario 1 where it was basically you have to hit left and right at the exact same time, which is impossible on a controller, but it's possible with the TAS. And they use the fact that that's a thing to like expose a guy that was like faking his speedrun videos, like from Mexico or something. I forgot what it was called, but the dude was like faking his run entirely where he wasn't playing the game at all, and he was literally sitting there not even reacting to another speed run. Like, he straight up spliced someone else's gameplay footage and then pretended to actually be playing the game with a controller in his hand. And like, you know, that was ridiculous. Like, I mean, I understand if you use like I plan on having, there's one game I know I'm gonna just watch a long play of and get full credit to the original, because it was a request and I don't want to play it myself at all, which is Jurassic Park Super Nintendo. I like the game and I've always been a fan of that game, but playing it for this channel would be just not a good idea, because it's kind of like that sort of Zelda problem of where do I go, what do I do, and wandering around aimlessly and getting fed up with the fact that I can't figure out what I'm doing or what I did wrong. It's not a very fun playthrough. It's fun to watch, but it's not fun to play. If they made a remake basically where you would have like a map and an objective list or something and keep everything else the same, I'd be fine with that. But the fact that you have no map, you have no checklist, you have no even objectives on screen, you know, nothing to keep track of what you're doing. It's like, and also no save system. I mean, it would be a good early access to like an alpha build, but it's not good as a finished product at all. It's a good game that needs a lot of quality of life to be a great game, is what I'm saying, for Jurassic Park on Super Nintendo. But I will get to that because it was a request, but everything else I've played myself. Like look, I'm jumping around and real time and fireballs and all that. Yeah, I'm actually playing this. And it's just that one game is just, maybe the Zelda ones as well, because I know people are going to eventually ask for that, and I just don't want to wander around being lost in Zelda and never complete the game because, you know, in 20 parts or whatever. I don't want to do that. I don't know if I'm hurting Birdo or not with these fireballs. Like, maybe. At least we actually had a Birdo fight. They're Shy Guys? Okay. 4. Another fire flower, nice. If you enjoy these, please do like and subscribe. It's definitely a grind to get anything going with the gaming channel. This really isn't a channel that I'm trying to expect to make me famous or rich or anything. Really, I just want the algorithm to pick it up, because I know people have issues with insomnia, anxiety, depression, loneliness, just a lot of things that these videos can genuinely help people with. And I want people to get utility out of it. Like, I'm not worried about, like, you know, making, like, I'm probably never going to read an ad on this channel. And I might, like, if I do run ads ever, monetize wise, it might be like, you know, an 8-hour video might have one ad at the beginning, one ad at the end, and maybe one in the middle if it's like a 12-hour video or something. But even then, it probably won't. Probably just going to run like a pre-roll and that's it, and just turn mid-rolls off entirely because, no, that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to turn off mid-rolls entirely if this is ever monetized, and just, you know, have the pre-rolls so we have some monetization, which is like what happens before the video, but no ads during the video, because I don't want it to be like 3 a.m. and, you know, all of a sudden you have, like, you know, get woken up by some type of crazy advertisement for like Budweiser or whatever they used to advertise on my channels, you know. Can I go up this pipe? No. Ah, this spot's getting me. This spot's screwing with me. Ah, it got me. Hoping that's the right path. I don't know why the clouds are disappearing. That's a little weird. Or is that supposed to be like lightning? Mario Adventure is probably going to definitely be one of the games I play on here. Mario Adventure on NES. It is Blue Mario is another one that I've heard is very good that I'm going to try. I got a little pack of ROM hack, or ROM hack collection, not a pack. It's not cigarettes. They are addictive though. Mario ROM hacks are very addictive. But I did get like a collection of them off of archive.org where they were pre-patched. And ROM hacks are completely legal and it's not piracy to get one. Because it's like a fan game. It's not, you know, you're not, they're like free modifications. So it's like you take an existing game and then it's modified to make like custom levels and custom content out of an existing game. And it's basically like, I would imagine it's covered under fair use because it's basically you've taken an original piece of media and transformed it into something completely new. You know, like you would with a reaction video would be fair use. And you would think a ROM hack would also fall under fair use because it's taking the original thing and then changing it enough where it is a new product now. Like nobody would mistake this game for Mario 3 by itself. Like they obviously can see it's, you know, custom levels and stuff. There's a P-switch up here. I'm going to go ahead and save right in that spot in case I need to. Obviously, I need to rush up here. Come on, baby. Get to the door. If they ever put out Mario Maker 3, I will absolutely be playing that on the channel, but I have seen zero news of it. I do not own a Switch or a Switch 2 at this point. I'm not going to ask the audience to pay for it either because I know some people do that. It's like, oh, well, if you want me to play Switch games, buy me a Switch. No, I'll pay for it. It'll be a business expense. I'll write it off on my taxes if we have to do that. Okay, so we got 3 doors. I'll just write it off. Which doesn't mean it's free, by the way. It just means that, you know, if I do earn enough money to have a profit on this show, or off of anything I do. I can just write it off where I don't have to pay tax on it. Like if I owe the IRS like 20 grand or whatever, I wish I made enough money to owe anybody 20 grand. No, if I owed the IRS like $1,000 and I have bought like a Switch, and a gaming, like a new video card for the videos or whatever, I could write it off where I wouldn't have to pay the IRS $1,000. I don't get like a check for $1,000. I just don't have to pay that money because I wrote it off. It was a business expense that got deducted, and doing that has basically got me where I don't have to pay taxes really ever so far because I don't make any money. I'm broke. If I relied on this show, I'll be broke. So it's like, yeah, I don't even make enough to get taxed. I operated a loss at this point, which is sad, but also kind of funny. What? I'm really confused by this level, and I think I might just, if I die, I'm just going to exit and just do a different level because I don't understand this one. And I don't want to sit here for the rest of the video. Like, I don't want to sit here for like 30 minutes trying to figure this out. I wasn't trying to die right there. I just got a little stuck for a second. All right, let's try this. It says door number 1. Okay. What am I missing? Because there's nothing in this room. Okay, door number 2. Just shy guys. I mean, just kind of walking back and forth. And a door and a P-switch apparently. And then we leave this door and then we go here and music blocks and a P-switch that I just turned. Great. Love that. Love bouncing around into a ghost. Are you kidding me? One of those stupid hidden blocks right there, right on the. All right, I ain't worried about it because we literally don't even get anything extra except for some pipe that probably leads to like a bonus level or something. Let's try this level instead. Okay, so bombs are falling from the sky. That's lovely. Okay, that's a terrible quote. I meant that as a Mario reference. YouTube, Mario, not real life. Bombs dropping from the sky is a very bad thing in real life. It is never a good thing, ever. It is a universal bad. I think we're back to Mario 2 at least. Yeah, this is like 8-1, I think, based on that from Mario 2. Okay, I did it. I was wondering if you could do that. Yep, that's exactly what we're at. We're in 8-1, which is 7-1, not 8. Mario 2 only had 7 levels. Well, 7 worlds. My bad. 7 worlds, and then it was 2 levels for the last world. That was world 7. Then you fought Wart, and that was pretty much it after that. Not sure how many worlds is in this game, but worlds is in this game. I don't know if that was English or not, but roll with it. I want to see. I'm going to go look up how to do this ghost house really quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, Ghost House World 2. This is what you do. It's not that complicated. I was just overthinking the problem entirely for some reason. So let's handle all this. Go ahead and knock that out of the way. Come up here. Jump down. Get those coins. Get up here. I'm not going to bother getting the other star coins, but I'm just showing you what I screwed up basically. We're going to just save right there just in case I screw this up again. Now we're back in this room, right? Now this is really simple. Go in room 1. You turn this switch, and then you just go wait for the ghost to get out of the way. Go to room 2. And don't lose your fire flower, hopefully. Hit that switch. We'll go to number 3, where it's the ghosts. We got that handled. Get past them without dying. And we just go back here. Come on, where's the block? There it is. Just go up here. You just go in one pipe into the next. I don't know why it didn't go there before, but I guess because of the switches. And there you go. That's the ending. That's the end of World 2, Ghost House 2. I will go back to Ghost House 1 and also complete that one. Maybe. I can't go to the... Okay, fine. We'll probably just skip Ghost House 1 then. Since this is in a walkthrough series, this is a fall asleep while I play episode. I may eventually do ROM hack playthrough, like walkthroughs or something. I don't know. I'll turn this off, turn the audio off again so it doesn't bleed back into the microphone, because you're not going to hear the game audio anyway, because all those coin pickup sounds and jumping sounds are not exactly super easy to fall asleep to. And we got to remember what we're doing here. We're doing fall asleep while I play, not... I think that room is just kind of pointless. That's just for a coin, I think. Where you just kind of spend a lot of time going up, up, up just to get a coin. Can I go in here? Oh, okay. Well, we'll just go in here anyway and see what happens. That was just cheap. That was cheaper than Dollar Tree. Okay, so there's a point to that. That's a little bit tedious, to be honest. I don't think that was exactly the best level design I've seen. There we go. think I remember this. This might have been where I stopped last time, because I did not realize that you can actually climb these. And that was something that irritated me, that I didn't know that, and then I did learn that, then I ended up just not coming back to this game because I don't know. I just guess I got bored with it. Because I always assumed that those are just decoration, you know, like they were in the original game, but no, they're ropes. I just remember going in there just like, what do I do in here? Because I didn't know you could like climb that at all. But I don't know if you can do that in the original. I don't think you can. Maybe you can. Either way, we're at the top of the thing, and now we gotta fight Mauser. Oh, great. I love Mauser. No, I hate Mauser, actually. I'm not a fan of his boss levels in the original either. Oh, this one's going a lot better than usual. Three-hit roll, it does not work. Alright, so Mauser's rip. Oh, that was close. That was really close. I immediately caught a we'll just call him a boom, because you know how YouTube is with words. You know, with the B-O-M-B word, they might get a wart. Okay. Do I just jump on him or no? Okay. What on earth? Oh. That's baby Bowser, I guess. I hate warp, bro. Kind of figured it was going to be a double thing. No, triple. There goes Wart. World 2 is clear. Super Mario Remix World 2 clear. After defeating the evil King Wart, our heroes ground the airship to find that they are at the foot of a dark forest called Boo's Woods. Hopefully our heroes will remember that Boos do not fear anything in the dark. Okay, that's kind of spooky. Okay, so this is definitely based on Super Mario Land 2. They're gonna bring the little Jason dudes into this. They have like the Jason, like the little dude with the hockey mask and a knife in his head from Mario Land 2. Which we already covered Mario Land 2, by the way, if you wanted to watch that at any point. I've covered pretty much all the 2D Mario games for the original hardware before it became 3D, and I haven't done the Wii stuff yet, but that's because it's a little bit more difficult to emulate, and you know, not difficult, but it's a little bit more involved than just your average Super Nintendo NES sort of emulation. I can get it to work. I've done it before, but I keep thinking, oh, well, I want to stick to retro, dude. I need to get the memo that the Wii is retro now. It came out like 20 years ago. I'm pretty sure it's almost old enough to drink. It is retro now. And I guess wouldn't that make like the NES and Super Nintendo like vintage, I guess? I mean, like what's older than retro? Vintage? Then ancient? Like me saying the Wii isn't retro is like me saying that the Atari isn't retro. I mean, it's been long enough, you know, before we can finally say, yeah, it's retro. And the NES is retro. Maybe it's because I grew up with it, that retro meant basically Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, NES. Maybe the N64. We had N64. Anything like before the PS2 was pretty much retro. But literally, like some people were calling like the PS3 retro, and it's like, wow, that's kind of crazy. That that a system that advanced, you know, with those graphics will be seen as retro now. It's kind of nuts. So this just takes me back up to that spot. I don't need that. Alright, so this is the, what do you call it? Rabbit ears, I guess, that gives him basically sort of like a floating power. And this was a power-up in Super Mario Land 2, which is my favorite of all the, well, really, all the handheld Marios that I played. I just love Mario Land 2. It's one of my easily top 3 Mario games, period. It was that good. Especially the DX ROM hack, which just added color, and that's it. Color and maybe a slightly better frame rate, if that. And it was just a glorious playthrough, and I loved every second of that game. And I've played through it multiple times now. And I'd say my favorite is Mario 3, the NES version. Then Mario Land 2, probably. And then Mario World ROM hacks if I can cheat. But if not, I guess Mario 64 will be the next one. Because I'm just not I love World. I really love World. But I love World in the same way I love Minecraft. That Minecraft is good when you have mods. You know, when you turn Minecraft into something else with Minecraft's engine. That's when I like Minecraft. But otherwise, not really a huge fan of Minecraft vanilla. I need some type of mods to make this thing less bare bones than it is. I would say this is one of the better ROM hacks I've played out. I don't know about best because I haven't finished it yet, but I would say it's up there. It's definitely good. I mean, it's just a really good Mario 3 hack. I think I like it better than Adventure, which I think Adventure was the one that I actually didn't like. Even though it's touted as like the best one ever, it's just, I got to a level that just really bothered me. It was like a puzzle level that was really annoying and really not fun at all. And yeah, it's like these different weights you have to handle and just, ugh. I just got sick of it. I don't remember this being a level in Mario Land 2, but I think they just take like inspiration from the games, not direct clones of certain levels, you know. I'm eventually going to cover Mario's Missing as well, because that's a cozy game. That was a mistake. And I just accidentally screwed myself by going back to this level again without saving first. Like, I hit the save state thing, figuring that I did it right before that thing, but there's endless ROM hacks, and I'll probably do maybe like a compilation video of like playing through a bunch of them at once. And you know, that's the biggest thing is finding not just ROM hacks, because there's thousands of them. I need to find ones that people actually have heard of and want to watch. You know, you just can't just, I can't just pick, you know, any random obscure game that no one's ever heard of and just, you know, say, oh, you know, watch this. Okay, I think I screwed that up. Okay, so can I just fall out of the thing? Okay. Is that it? Okay. There it is. Ah, that was dumb. Dumb. What on earth is that? What is that? I think that might have been from Mario Land 2. I will say I do like this ROM hack though. This is one of the best. It really does have a nice. I haven't run in, and yeah, I have not run to any levels that I don't like in this game. Maybe the first Ghost House was a little weird, but I mean overall it's not a bad game by any means. It's definitely better than most. I've played some pretty awful ROM hacks in the past. I'm sure Mario Maker will be fun playing bad levels, you know, if we ever do play Mario Maker. The problem with Mario Maker is I don't have a Switch. I don't have a Switch 2. It's going to cost me $450 just for the console. Then I got to pay another $150 for a decent capture card. And we're getting like 5 views per video on this channel, and I can't justify that cost. And plus Mario Maker 3 doesn't exist yet, so if it did, then I could justify it because I would want to play it anyway. But I'm not going to pay, you know, $450 for a Switch, and no Mario Maker 3 ever comes out for the Switch 2, and I just have to like eat the cost that I didn't get the game I wanted, you know? Like that they should have put it out with the Switch 2. Like it should have been the launch title, because they have like the mouse and all that. Like, you know, they were trying to push a whole, you know, Nintendo mouse thing, and it's like, why don't you have Mario Maker 3? Like that, and that's the whole point of that mouse thing. I mean, I don't understand why y'all are just not doing that. You know, that's one of your biggest games. It'll be like putting out like, you know, a console without a Mario game. I mean, that's some Sega nonsense, you know, putting out a Sega console without a Sonic game on it. That's what they did with the Saturn. You know, they didn't put out a real Sonic game anyway. They put out some garbage racing game that no one cares about. I don't know. Don't see anything up there. So I'm guessing it was just... Not sure what I was supposed to do with that. But I guess we will just continue and see where we go. I'm guessing it had something to do with the coin. And it wasn't necessary because we still have a lot of level that we can explore ahead of where we were. Are we gonna fight some boss or something? Okay, what is this? It's just like the ice suit. Like, he doesn't have the penguin ability, like where you can... Guess not. Okay. Okay, what? I get what I need to do. Luckily, it just keeps giving you the suit over and over. Ah. This is really annoying. Boss sucks. That boss is done. Okay, that's good. Let's go ahead and see what the other castle was. This, I guess 3-5. Okay, this is based on Mario 3. There is a... Which will be 5-1. I'm not mistaken. Yep, 5-1 is what this is based on. Because, yep, this is 5-1 from Mario 3. With a modification to it. So the levels are definitely inspired and take certain moments from other Mario games, but they don't copy them exactly level for level is the thing. I mean, it'll basically, you're playing similar levels where they will take like a certain piece of a level from an older game and just splice it in there with new stuff around it, basically, is what I'm saying. Whoops. That little stuff. Ah, come on now. Yeah, because this is based on 5-1 from Mario 3. I know that from the stair thing that we're on right now, which is usually those little dudes that jump up and bite you. I don't know exactly what they're called, but I'm guessing, yeah, I think that's it right there. Oh, jerk. Oh well. That's that stage. Let's go to this fortress. This is 3 dash whatever fortress, one of the fortresses in World 3 of Mario 3 Remix. Only reason I'm saying that is I'm thinking that YouTube does read the script of the video, so I obviously don't want to just say it 20 times in the video, but you know, I know some channels that do that too. It's really rough. Like, I don't want to cause no drama. This isn't a drama channel, it's a sleep channel, but I would just say that there is one YouTuber who won't name, but I'll just say he makes videos about companies, and he likes to, like, in the video script, like, say the company's name as much as possible, and it gets really obnoxious after a while. If he's talking about, like, Taco Bell, not sponsored, obviously, like, if he's talking about Taco Bell, it's like he'll say Taco Bell like 100 times in the video, and like, it's really irritating. It's like he just keeps saying Taco Bell over and over, I guess to rank for the term Taco Bell. I don't know, but it's just, I don't like this level. Well, let's try with Luigi. That's kind of neat. We can switch over to him and keep our progress. I like it. Okay, let's just skip that fortress because I wasn't a fan. Wait, what? This is World 2. There we go. I have to say, did we lose our progress? We didn't. Alright, so we got a ghost house. I think Luigi can just jump higher, maybe? I don't have it right in front of me to tell you exactly if that's true or not. He has a bigger sprite, so he's easier to hit, and that was cheap. I thought this was going to be lava or something that I had to jump across. Ah, you butthole. Okay. I don't know if that was the right way to do that, but we kind of just blasted past a lot of stuff, so. Okay. A ghost ship from Mario World. Was never a fan of that level. Never found it fun at all. I always found it kind of more aggravating than fun. This one's not bad though. Hopefully they don't do that thing where you just gotta just hope that the ghosts don't show up in the spot you're swimming exactly. I'm eventually going to play Paper Mario at some point. I just don't know when. I've already done Mario RPG, and that was definitely a very long video. I'm sure Paper Mario will be super long too, but what on earth am I looking at? Maybe Bowser riding a Boo that has... what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to jump on? What am I supposed to do here? Okay, I see it. Is that it? That level? World 3 clear of Super Mario Remix. ROM hack. Algorithm, pay attention to me. Let's go. Bowser Jr.'s boomer weapon, boomer, I like that, was no match for our heroes. They have now landed in the land where dinosaurs still roam. While many here are foes, our heroes may seek aid of one dinosaur named Yoshi. So I'm guessing this is going to be more Mario World? There's Yoshi on an NES game. That's interesting that they got him to be able to work on this, because I thought one of the biggest things was like for the SNES, they weren't able to get Yoshi to work on a NES. Or maybe I'm just wrong. I might just be wrong there. I do like that. I wouldn't mind having a really good Mario World port on Super Nintendo. I mean on NES. I think that would be kind of neat if someone made a ROM hack of like the full game. This is Donut Plains 1. Or at least it looks like it. Give me 1 second. So just a note, it might actually date this video a little bit. I don't know, but basically that was just my neighbor coming, and he helped me get a car out of my driveway. There was a junker basically. It was like an old junked Buick LeSabre that I had to get rid of. And I didn't have any way to get it out of neutral, and I also didn't have any way to I didn't have a trailer, and the trailer would have cost me more than the car was actually worth scrap wise. So it just kind of sat there forever, and finally he showed up saying, hey, you want me to get rid of that car for you? And I said, yeah, you take that car and you can have whatever scrap money it is just for the labor of getting rid of it. And I was happy with that deal, that I didn't have to pay nothing to get rid of them. And, you know, it just probably helped a ton just the look of the house and all that. He's going to help me get the yard straight too, because the yard was pretty neglected too. So he has a lot of work ahead of him, and I got to, you know, I'm just happy those cars are gone. My God. That was such a headache. I've been sitting there for over a year trying to figure out what are we going to do about these two cars that are both broke down and can't do nothing with them. Because I'm not a mechanic, and like nobody wants them, and they're just old and sitting there and just busted and all that. So I was like, I want them junked, but I didn't know how to junk them, or if I needed to get a title, or had to sign a bunch of stuff, or go to DMV. I didn't know what to do, but apparently he knew what he was doing, and they're both gone now, so good. If they call me asking about the title, I just tell them, look, he scrapped it. You know, got to scrap them for me to get rid of them. And I'm sure that there was some junkyard that would have picked them up, but it just, I live in the middle of nowhere, and they probably would have charged me no telling how much to come get rid of it. So he just showed up and said, I'll get rid of it for you. And he wanted to just split the scrap, you know, payment between us for both. And I said, look, man, if you get rid of them, you can keep it. You can just keep the scrap money. It's fine. As long as it gets out of my yard. That was my concern. The town was starting to complain about them. Talking about, oh, you know, it's unsightly. Like, well, you come get them then. Man, you know, I'm not sitting here rolling in money to go buy a trailer just to get rid of a car that's just sitting there on private property. I don't think you even need to match these things. I think you just don't hit a Bowser. All of them are Bowsers. That's a Bowser too. What is this? Okay. Nice guy though. I'm happy. I'm just happy that's gone. It was such a mess. They've been sitting there for years, just rotting, really. Doing absolutely nothing, and nobody wanted them, and nobody came to claim them, or even asked about buying them, or he just showed up like randomly in the front yard, like, hey man, you want me to get rid of them cars for you? I said, yeah, get rid of that crap. I'd be more than happy to just let you have them, as long as you get them out of my way. Because we hadn't been able to cut the grass or clean up the garbage around them or whatever that, you know, was left behind years ago. Am I going to die here? No, somehow I didn't. I don't know how that happened, but sure. I got nabbed there. I clipped into the ceiling somehow instead of dying. I don't know how that worked, but I was wondering how they're going to do the net thing, because that was in Super Mario World. But if you think about it, it's basically just a vine in this game, and they just changed the texture and just kept the physics on a vine. There's probably just a bunch of vines like all plotted together side by side. This is a Rhino Reznord things or whatever. I do think NES Yoshi is neat. That is neat. What, can I not take Yoshi with me in here? I don't care about that coin. Versus having my Yoshi, you know. Don't worry about no coin. Yeah, but I was just happy that he showed up. He's like, yeah, clean up your yard. I'll get rid of them cars. I'll pressure wash your house. I'll make this place look nice again. I'm just like, thank you. I was literally I literally had a guy on call that was supposed to pressure wash the house and clean up the yard and all this other stuff. And he's my guy for, if it's something that's going to be complicated, like installing a roof or electrical or anything like, you know, anything that basically you're going to be spending tens of thousands of dollars on, you know, or even thousands on, or anything electrical that could burn the house down, I get him. But for manual labor, just hauling off a couple of cars, cutting the grass and doing basic groundskeeping, I don't care who does it. You know, someone cutting the grass wrong ain't going to set the house on fire, so ain't going to make the roof cave in. It's all right. I needed it anyway because it's just the house was neglected for so long, and when I got it, it was pretty rough. So I've been trying to find somebody to help me get rid of all this garbage that's in the yard, and you know, get rid of those 2 dead cars and go and do some work on the outside, fixing some stuff, installing gutters. It's a fixer-upper house, but it's a nice house. It's got good bones. It just needs a lot of repairs. It just needs a lot of repair work done, like patchwork and stuff like that. Is this based on Iggy's castle? I think it is. I know it is now. The first castle in Mario World. That is neat to see this castle in 8-bit. I like that. I mean, I own the house. So, I mean, it needs repairs and stuff just to keep the house up and running. I'm not trying to turn it into no mansion and adding rooms and crazy modifications or demolition inside or anything like that. I just want the basics, like fix the stuff that's broke on the outside, put gutters up, you know, put a new roof on it whenever I need to get one. Like basic maintenance. Like there's nothing like the foundation isn't cracked, or there ain't some type of major issue where it's going to be like, you know, $100,000 of the house is condemned or anything. It's just basically neglect and rot from living in a climate that we do. What? Okay, I see. I was wondering, I was like, what is this? Weren't we just in this level? Yeah, I think we were. I'm just happy that this house is starting to come together again. Like I said, it's a well-built house with good insulation, good wiring. You know, we've put a lot of time and energy into this house. You know, fixing stuff that just breaks over 40 years of, you know, having it. And, you know, well, not even 40 years, but like, the house is 40 years old, and it's just, the original owner did not take care of it, and it's very obvious that he did not take care of it. So now that I bought it, it is my problem, and which is fine. It's a good problem to have because I got it so cheap that it really wasn't a big deal. I pretty much paid the equivalent of like a nice new car kind of thing, not even really a house price. So realistically, it was going to have some issues. I got most of the electrical tested out before we bought it though, and replaced all the outlets and the wiring that was screwed up in spots. It needs a new roof at some point because I know there's a spot up there leaking, and I mean it's probably not catastrophic right this second, but you know. I know you didn't come here to listen to me talk about my house having to fix this thing up some. I'm happy here. I mean, I'm not miserable. There's no quality of life diminishing, quality of life from this stuff. Where am I supposed to go, bro? I mean, it's good. It's a good house for the price I paid for it. It's nice and roomy and in a good neighborhood. It's very quiet. In a little town nobody's ever heard of. What am I missing here? Oh. I don't know if I'll say it's the best Mario ROM hack of all time, but it's really good. I'll give it that. It's a very good ROM hack. There's always a freaking Bowser in that corner every single time, bro. Every time, without fail. Starting to think that's just a default. Okay, maybe not that time. I was just seeing if it was random at all. There's 3 Bowsers in a row right here. That's a little ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. 3 Bowsers in a row. I ain't trying to play no more ghost houses. Those things get on my nerves. Might still do it anyway, though. I thought you could do the thing where, like, we do like the Tanuki suit, like turn into a statue or whatever. It won't let me do it, though. So it kind of made the thing pointless in a way. Besides just being like the flying power up. And the whole point of the Tanuki suit was that you could turn into a statue. Okay, that's frog suit plus ice thing. All right, I'll take that power up. That's interesting. Interesting combo. Ah. You know, we haven't seen Boom Boom yet. Is he even in this game? They love their Rhino boss in this game, in this ROM hack, don't they? There's really no reward for doing the thing unless you want that extra dinosaur thing and maybe access to that pipe, whatever that pipe is. This isn't an auto scroller. That's very odd. That's very odd. But this isn't an auto scroller when it is a ship level. That was very stupid is what I did right there. Jumping directly into a flame. Expecting a result that did not come. I was about to say, please don't be those dudes that have like the little fire coming out of their butt that follow you around. Those things are so annoying. I can't remember which ship this is based on, actually. It might be World 4 of Mario 3. I remember the spot, though. This is from World 8, I think. Or inspired by it, at least. Which is another level that I always skipped. Was the airship level in World 8 of Mario 3. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Okay, so you can't jump on Baby Bowser in this one. Or Bowser Jr. or whatever. Okay, I see what to do. Oh, you little cheap. Cheap. Ultra cheap. Yeah, that little return thing is annoying. Dude, I hate Baby Bowser so bad right now. I didn't mean to jump off. And there goes World 4 of Super Mario Bros. 3 Mix. There are 9 total worlds, I believe, so we're about not quite halfway through, but close. Our heroes have Yoshi to thank for the help in fighting against Bowser Jr. Bidding farewell to Yoshi, our heroes now find themselves in an arid desert filled with ancient ruins. This is based on Super Mario Land 1. They must remain alert for the danger from the sky. This is absolutely referencing Mario Land 1, isn't it? Because that's the only one that I remember that had desert, except for, I mean, Mario 3 had desert, but I mean, like, ancient ruins and all that. That was pretty much yeah, this is definitely Mario Land 1. The little Sphinx cats, yeah. I was not a fan of Mario Land 1 at all. I thought the game was clunky, ugly, terrible graphics, terrible gameplay, Terrible controls, not a good game at all. Even though I know it's like, oh, it was just, you know, it was a Game Boy game, bro. So was Pokemon. So was Mario Land 2. There were plenty of Game Boy games that were god tier. That one was just trash. They just straight up tried to rush a half-baked Mario game and onto the Game Boy, and that's all I can imagine with that one, because it just wasn't a good game. It was super short. It wasn't. The levels weren't fun. The enemies made no sense. Had nothing to do with the other Mario games. Dude, those little cats are getting on my nerves already. I'll be glad when they're in a different, you know, when we're in a different world where we ain't gonna look at them ever again. I'm stuck. Dude, I hate the digging. I hate the digging part of Mario 2 so bad. It was like one of the least fun things in any Mario game was the digging sections. I'm about to say, am I dead? Was it like a booby trap that I die in, or what? How does that work? I'll say I'm not a fan of this world, personally. I'm just not. I don't like it very much. I mean, the quicksand, the little sphinxes, they're annoying, and having to dig again through sand, and, you know, that's just not a fun game. It never was a fun game mechanic to do the digging part. But, man, all you really do is just spam the Y button until you get to the bottom. Okay, so this is one of the bosses from Mario Land was a Sphinx cat. Oh, that wasn't good. Oh, well, he gone anyway. Let's go. Okay, auto scroller, lovely. Don't like them though. Okay, that was something. So I can go. So we're in a catch-22. Do I want to go in a ghost house, which sucks, or do I want to go in a auto scroller that also sucks? Oh, this is an auto scroller as well. Lovely. My two least favorite things in Mario games: ghost houses and auto scrollers. for a guy that's like obsessed with horror movies and stuff, I really don't like a lot of scary media, especially, you know, I don't really play a lot of, well, really any horror games at all. And I don't play any horror games, period. I'm not a huge fan of horror levels in games. So, like, not a big fan of, like, the ghost house things, like, where it's like a maze, and it's like, you know, I'm not a big fan of auto-scrollers either, because it's like, yeah, I get that it gives a cinematic feel for that era, but it also slows the game down to a crawl, where if you die, you gotta do it all over again, and you can't speed it up, and it's really annoying. Like, you see, I'm just standing here doing nothing. I mean, I get why they did auto-scrollers back in the day. It gave you like a kind of more dramatic kind of level. You know, like Mario's on his way to like fight Bowser, so he has to go through Bowser's army, and that auto-scroller made sense. I'm just gonna take that hit. It's fine. It's gonna be alright. I'm gonna skip that ghost house. I don't like ghost houses. But I will say I like this game a lot more than Adventure, which Mario Adventure is good. It's a good ROM hack, but it's just, it had that one level that irritated me and gave me that feeling I've talked about in other videos that I've done on Mario games and other more straightforward platformer types. I don't like games where it's like, where do I go, what do I do, and why am I wandering around for like 12 hours trying to figure out the first dungeon, or like the first, like, you know, I'm not a Zelda fan, basically is what I'm saying. I'm not a fan of the games where it's like, you know, I just have to wander around and figure out what to do, and it's all locked behind a very specific, like, I don't like the whole wandering aspect. I like to just play a game, pick it up, play it anytime I want, like a Mario game, you know? Like, I don't need to question where to go. You go right, and that's it. For the most part. Bro, that was cheap. It's fine though. Not a fan of Zelda and Metroid, even though I do love Castlevania Symphony of the Night, weirdly enough. But I don't think, they're not bad games, they're just not my type of game. They're not something that I personally enjoy, doing the wander around and figure out where to go and what to do, and, you know, open world with no direction. And it's just like, they just drop you in the world. It's like, good luck, you know. What are my objectives? We don't know. You figure it out yourself. It's like, that's just not fun. Like, what? Like, I know people are like, well, you like Skyrim. It's like, yeah, but Skyrim, it's obvious what you got to do. You go to the towns and you talk to people and you get quests and quest markers, and they at least tell you what the objective is and what the storyline behind why you need to do this thing is. Versus like Zelda and Metroid, they just dump you in a world and say, good luck. You know, good luck, don't die. You know, don't lose your progress. Don't get lost. I know some people love that stuff, and it's probably great if you know, you're good at it. I mean, Mario has a little bit of where do I go, what do I do in some levels, but it's pretty rare, and it's also stupid simple of, okay, how do I go farther right? Like that right there, trying to figure that part out. It's like nothing. I can't keep going forward. I guess I gotta find a pipe. Cat keeps running away from me. I may eventually do more Stardew or more. I'm really gonna basically do whatever gets views, really, because the whole point. I mean, the point is not to get famous or rich, but it's like I want people to watch the videos and fall asleep and enjoy them and find use out of them and have it help them, you know. And if I'm like making videos on obscure stuff that no one's ever heard of and it gets 0 views forever, no one's gonna fall asleep to it. No one's ever going to watch it and relax or have a problem solved by it. So it's like, you know, that's the problem I have with ROM hacks is I don't, I mean, how many people are really looking for 3Mix? How many people are actually even know that 3Mix exists or care? Versus like the original, you know? I'm about to say, is there like okay, another one of these stupid things. Dude, I hate these cats so bad. Ah. Bro. Ah, come on. Got a lot of everything, so let's just go with. Let's go to Tanuki, I guess. Alright, another airship level where it's not an auto scroller. I appreciate this. I really do. Trying to figure out which one this is based on. Well, it's based on one of the Mario 3 airships, obviously, because they all are. Based on, not exact. Okay. That's incredibly short. I was about to say, are you leading me right into the boss fight, like, immediately? Like, did they just give up on this particular airship? Or just like, screw that one. Who cares? Triglide? From Mario 2? I appreciate the custom boss levels, by the way. I do appreciate that a lot. That's World 5 of Super Mario 3 Mix complete. Having successfully defeated the Guardians of the Desert, King Toto Messi, I guess, and the Sand Serpent Clyde, which is Tri-Clyde from the second game, our heroes have followed Bowser Jr. into the Isle Delfino, which is from Mario Sunshine on the GameCube. Rumor has it Bowser Jr. has built a rocket here somehow. Okay, so this is going to be a bunch of Mario. I'm going to be completely lost on the references to this because I did not play much Mario Sunshine. I was not a Mario Sunshine guy. I was not a GameCube guy either. Not that I think the GameCube is bad. I just didn't have one when I was a kid. I had a PS2. My best friend had a GameCube and he loved it and was a fan of it, but I don't know, man. After the Super Nintendo kind of just fell off with a lot of stuff. Like the N64 was kind of a flop, honestly. It didn't have a ton of. Put it this way, N64 had really good games, but it didn't have a lot of them. You know, it was kind of a very small library compared to the rest. You know, there was some garbage on there, of course, but it was also a lot of it was held back by the fact it wasn't a CD console. So it lost the Final Fantasy games and it lost a bunch of stuff that PlayStation got that it kind of put a sour grapes on the N64 really. But the GameCube is where I think it kind of really started falling apart until the Wii, where the GameCube was not exactly I can't really name that many great GameCube games. I guess Mario Sunshine, the Zelda games that came out, anything first party, Nintendo's obviously good, but I'm talking about anything besides that. I mean, was there really much? Alright, this is annoying. This is based on the Mario arcade game that wasn't very fun either, to be honest. I'm just gonna take the death there and hope he goes away and lets me get past. Yeah, he did. I'm kind of getting tired of this matching game too. Keep thinking it's gonna be something else. Okay, this is okay. Well, he takes more than one hit. That's nice to know. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for the lift. Appreciate you, sir. Or madam, whatever you are. I'm not saying Sunshine was a bad game. I just thought it was kind of bland compared to Mario 64. The variety really wasn't there. Okay, this is cool. This is from Mario Land 2. The little Lego land. I swear for God. Little boomerang dudes. He just snuck up on me. Yeah, I remember this from Mario Land 2. This particular, not level, but not the actual level, but like the Lego thing. So it takes inspiration from the games, but it doesn't really copy them. It just kind of references them in this engine, really. It's more like a mix. Like the title says, it's a mix. The mix of Super Mario 3 and all the other games. Like, like being basically name dropped, kind of. Not really full blown, I should have picked up a power up or something. This is also a reference to Mario Land 2. Yeah, the little vines that you had to climb up, like, but it was more like bubbles that somehow or another. Okay, I kind of mushroom and died on the same exact frame. That's kind of crazy. Okay. Got it. I did have a Switch in Mario Maker 1 for like, well, Mario Maker 2 for like a little while. And while it was cool, I just couldn't justify having spent basically $500 on one game, really. And I kind of feel the same way about the Switch 2, really. Because it really only has one game I care about, which has not even come out yet. So that's the Piranha Plant dude from Sunshine. Okay, I didn't even know that was going to be a pipe I could go in, but I'll take it. I didn't think he was going to get me high enough for that. He wasn't going to get me high enough to fly me over yesterday, that's for sure. Those darn Yankees, you know. I ain't trying to get demonetized and not trying to get people hearing a bad word, you know, if the kids are in the room or something. I try to avoid swearing in all of my videos because, one, demonetization sucks and it kills videos' reach, but it also is the fact that I feel like it's just not necessary. And it also makes it where you can't listen to my videos anywhere you want. You have to, if Granny's in the room, you can't be listening to someone yelling FFF all day, and I'd say those words off air, but it's like I've kind of been able to censor myself where I don't do that. Even when I get mad, I don't do it. I mean, once in a while one might slip out, but it really is more like, more for the viewer than anything, because I don't want, if they want to listen to me at work, or show their friend a clip of me at work, because I've heard people saying that they do that, at their jobs and stuff, that they watch me at work, and it's like, if you're yelling FFFFF, then, people can't watch you at work, and you lose that view. And it's just like, I just don't see a reason to sit here and just hustle like a sailor just to, because you can see what happened to the AVGN. Like, he did it as a career thing, and yeah, he did good until he started demonetizing swearing, and then I think he lost pretty much everything, because of it. And he can't censor himself because that's kind of the whole bit, that he yells and cusses about games, but that's why he has to do those super long sponsor reads at the beginning of a video that everybody skips. Because you gotta make money somehow. Under the sea. Under the sea. All these crabs that keep showing up like Sebastian. What? Upside down level. Not a fan of this gimmick. Never have been. That's what I figured. If you're gonna die if you do try that. You die if you try. Yeah, there's no way to mash your way back up. It's too much. The gravity's too screwed up for that. And then what Pennywise said, you'll die if you try. You'll die if you try. Like, I guess, stop trying to stop the clown from eating children, I guess, I mean, because you'll die if you try to stop him, so. I guess if we just let him eat the children, we'll be alright. That was such a random reference. What? Okay, what? What did I do? Alright, can you not do... Oh, that's not sand. That's just wood, I guess. I guess you have to go back in this pipe and then go like that, maybe? No? Okay, that's... Alright, I see what I don't understand where to go yet, but... Okay, that's the end of the level. There's gonna be some lava down here, ain't it? No? Okay. Oh, well, there's some, but... Is this a reference to Mario Wii where you have like the purple lava that you have to dodge stuff on? Yeah, it is. Okay. Riveting gameplay here. The most exciting gameplay only on Peaceful Pixels. So would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior Miyamoto? The guy who made Mario, if you don't know. I was going to say something else, but I didn't want to make a sacrilegious joke. Or a, I don't know what the word... I didn't want to make a religious joke. And this is a good time to basically say thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and check out my other videos. This one's nowhere near over, by the way, but this is just, I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Just sit here and just watch Mario go, or Luigi go super slow across a bunch of lava, and like, just like looking at nothing. About to say, can I even jump on that what looks like oil? By the way, I've played almost every Mario game, every retro Kirby game, really, and Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2 are both done. I do the All-Stars version. I do the GBA remakes. I just, yeah, I pick a series, whether it's Mario, Donkey Kong, stuff like that. I just plow through the entire series, different ports, different spin-offs, and basically just give you, like, if you're watching a Mario game, there's more Mario somewhere on the channel. If you're watching Donkey Kong, I've done the other ones too. All right, this is a bit of a mess. I figured he was going to hit me. He's dead anyway, don't matter. But we're on Airship 6 of Mario Land, not Mario Land, Mario 3 Mix. The remix, I just realized it's like a play on the word remix. I didn't even think about that. That was cheap. Come on. Yeah, 3-mix, remix. I get it. They remixed levels from all over the series into the Mario 3, and I get it. Didn't even think about it. I just thought it was like 3-mix, like, you know, like a mix. I didn't think the word remix along with it though, but it does work on that level too. I screwed that up. That's just a fireball. You want me to have a fireball? That's fine. I'll take a fireball. I'm so happy that those cars are gone. That's finally over where I never have to worry about it again. They're both out of my yard. They're both out of my life. I did take my decals off, one of them, because it was for my old shop that I've referenced on the Johnny Fox channel. I was going to say main channel, but this might be the main one at some point, but on the Johnny Fox channel, I did mention that I had a repair shop for computers and stuff, and did that for a living for a while. And you know, the car had one of the cars had decals on it for like the shop, and I didn't take off both. I just took off one of them because I wanted to have it. It was it was never gonna come back. I'm not opening the shop again, but it was just kind of like just, you know, I don't know what you call it. I guess like a memento for like a time in my life that was like a decent little thing, so I could basically look back on it and be like, yeah, I remember, you know, ordering that sticker and, you know, the car that it was on, and, you know, people stopping and asking if I worked on this, that, or the other at Walmart because I was driving around with it. It did me some good. I probably got business cards somewhere around here, the same thing. Okay. Can I throw this straight up? No? Okay. So no Mario World rules there. Oh, come on. This little butthole, he's really cheap. Keep screwing up. Damn it. Let's keep screwing this thing up. Did he knock himself out? I think he might have knocked himself out there. Okay. That's World 6 of Super Mario 3 Mix cleared. Our heroes discover themselves on a massive rocket about to launch. Was this some kind of trap? After it rumbles to life, it crash lands on a nearby planet. Our heroes are now in a greater galaxy. So this, I guess, is going to be on Mario Galaxy. Okay, so we're going with this weird gravity stuff. Save and continue. Make sure I save and continue so I don't lose my progress. This reverse gravity stuff. Just weird. I don't know where I should be going. Is there really any rhyme or reason for what if you go up or down? Like, for a mushroom, that's a little bit. Not a fan of the low gravity stuff. I mean, yeah, the gimmick is neat, I guess, but it's like there's no indication of that I can see anyway of what parts are up and what parts are down, or what parts are upside down and which parts are right side up. It's really disorienting, and I know that the Bowser Jr. fight is gonna use that, because I've already seen that particular fight done by one of the greatest Mario 3, well, probably the greatest Mario 3 player of all time that played through this on a speed run. And even he had a little bit of a, oh, come on moment with Baby Bowser, or whatever his name is, Bowser Jr., I think. I didn't even mean to go in that pipe, but sure. I will be happy when we're out of this galaxy world, because it is kind of annoying to keep on having to switch my controls every 2 seconds. And a lot of blind faith jumps. But I've heard Galaxy was like the greatest thing ever for a while anyway. I never got to play it because I did not have a Wii at that point. And if you want me to play Galaxy, it's going to be next to impossible, because I've never gotten the Wii sensor bar to work correctly on this TV or in this room. I don't know why. And I've tried to do it through emulation, and I've tried multiple bars at this point, and none of them have worked with Dolphin at all. So I would have to get a Wii, hope it works, get the controllers, but it would just be a big mess just to try it. So if Nintendo ever put out like a thing on Switch where I could just do it with the regular controller, I would be happy to play it. But it's one of those games that relies on the motion controller as like a main function, basically. And it's like, you know, you can't really play it without the pointer, I guess. I don't think. It was just one of those stupid gimmick things back then that they did. I was never a fan of the motion control stuff, except for Wii Sports. I liked Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort, and I had a lot of fun with those. And you know, but all the other stuff where like having to shake your controller to do a spin jump in Mario sucked, and having to shake the controller to get Donkey Kong to ground pound sucked, and stuff like that. You know, because it was nowhere near as tight or precise as just hitting B to jump, you know. You had to go through something that made timing pretty difficult to do. And a lot of times, sometimes those Wiimotes would not cooperate. And you just shake your controller and nothing would happen, or it would happen at the wrong time. I was never a fan of that stuff, but I did like the little sports games and all that. And I guess what is it now? I guess VR is the thing now. Not a huge fan of VR either. Gives me a headache. I tried the MetaQuest and really was not impressed at all by it. I don't know what I just went to. I don't want to go back there though right this second. I tried the MetaQuest. It was okay. I didn't feel like I was there. I felt like I had a helmet on that was not comfortable. Felt like I had goggles on that weren't comfortable at all, and I was just kind of, you know, it would give me like these nasty headaches and stuff, and I really wanted it for VR chat, but I just could never get comfortable with those things. Maybe they'll eventually make a cheaper, not cheaper, but cost isn't the problem. It's just the form factor. So it's a big, heavy machine that you strap to your face, and it's, you know, the strap that comes with it kind of sucks, and then you have to get a third-party strap, and that one's you know, kind of better than the original. Just kind of. And but it's just not, you know, I'm waiting for when they get like a thing where you can just take your glasses off, have the thing somehow have a built-in focus adjuster where you don't need to wear glasses with it at all. That'll be one problem fixed. Because I don't see why, with the tech we have nowadays, why you can't just like have self-prescribing glasses where it's like you just turn the knob until it looks clear. You know, you would think that would be a thing, but you know, I mean, I would gladly pay, you know, expensive for a headset that was super lightweight, not a freaking Virtual Boy strapped to my head, basically. You know, if I could get ones that are basically kind of like, almost like sunglasses, you know? Like thick sunglasses, I would like that. And as long as it lets me wear it without glasses by letting me focus my eyes, I would be more than happy to pay for that and have the actual full comfort VR experience at that point. Because I always wanted VR as a kid, but once we got VR, like, it just, VR now just still ain't there. Just the field of view isn't good, and I just don't like how it's just not comfortable for me. And okay, this is literally the level from like Super Mario Bros. 3, but with the gravity physics. Okay, that's, well, that one spot was. No, looks like the whole level kind of is. I'll give it that. It is a bit clever to climb a vine upside. Can you even climb this thing upside down? Well, I guess you do that. That was interesting. At least we're back on Earth for this, you know, tiny screen. I don't know what this key is for, but there's no cloud either to skip levels. Is that the UFO thing from Kirby's Adventure? A little weird, just a weird little cameo. I was just playing that game for a video earlier, like yesterday, and I remember the UFO power-up. I never got, actually, because I just didn't. Okay, so you can't touch those things. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Fine. Jumped right onto a lightning rod and then got shocked that I got shocked. Am I fighting more resonators? No. Finally something else. What do I do? Just lead him over to this thing? No. What am I supposed to do, bro? It's not that, apparently. That's, all right, so that doesn't do it. All right, what am I missing here? There you go. You just gotta stomp on him and then kick him towards one of the rods, and that's pretty much it. He's determined on giving me the fireball, so let's take it. Okay, that was ridiculous right there. That little trap right there. There was no way to really get out of that. And that's no good either. That was smooth. You gotta give me that. I get to... No? I get the penguin thing again. 6. Level 6. Why do I feel like I know this stage from World 6 and Mario 3? Why did that ice ball not work? I'm about to say that even the little Hammer Bros boomerang thing is not going to do anything, really? Not my favorite power-up by any means, this particular one right here, but, well, we lost it already, so it's fine. It's fine. It is fine. Just relax. Don't even think about it. Wow, that's fine. How long is this world? Oh, I think I get it. It's like taking us to different planets because Mario Galaxy. I get it. I get it. I understand. Okay. Okay, that was very stupid. Incredibly stupid of a spot. Like whoever designed that, just bro, that was just dumb. That was completely dumb and unnecessary. Yeah, if you kind of trap him in the corner, you can get that little rod. You get him over and over pretty quick. I will say I've enjoyed my playthrough of this so far. But this world does annoy me. The constant control shifting and not knowing when I'm gonna go upside down and when I'm not is really irritating. And I don't find that very fun. But otherwise, you know, I've liked the playthrough so far. You know, I'm happy with it. It's just that one thing is irritating. A ship level? Not an airship either, just a... This thing sinking? I thought it was like sinking where like if I went all the way down I'd die or something. That's something different. Yeah, if I never deal with that uncontrollable gravity thing ever again, it'll be way too soon, bro. Felt like I was playing that game, what was it called? Crystals, Diamonds. It's like a gambling game. I don't recommend it, obviously, because gambling is bad, but, say that as I buy lottery tickets here and there just for fun. Like, I don't get deep in the lottery or anything. I just have the lottery app, and, you know, once in a while I'll be like, you know what? Screw it. Let's take a chance and see if I win anything. And then a lot of times I don't, and I just let it go, you know. But like they say, you can't win the lottery if you don't play. So I just like they say, responsibly. So I only buy like maybe like $5-10 like a month, if that, you know, some small little thing to give me something to look forward to see if I win or not. But it's no, I don't go overboard with it like people that I see them at the gas station every single day, you know, lined up, you know, having like 100 tickets that they're all trying to cash in at once and stuff. I ain't getting crazy like that. We'll throw the whole paycheck at the thing, hoping to win, and I'm just like, nah, I'm not that delusional to think that I would ever actually win the jackpot. But it's just kind of like, you know, play it because it gives me something to be excited about. You know, some type of thing, you know, to, you know, because $10 like here and there, it'll, you know, it might turn into 100 million. Who knows? I don't know. If it does happen, you won't know either, because I'm not going to tell literally anybody. I'll probably not even move out of my house. I'll probably just stay in my current house that I own, and just hope everyone leaves me alone and never asks or never finds out, so they don't worry me to death about it. By the way, I love this spot. This is basically taking, I think it's like 7-1 or 7-2, and like reversing it where you're like going up instead of down. I love that. I love that spot in the original Mario 3. It's like a shortcut that lets you skip a room or two, but I've always remembered that one little spot where you had to, you know, you just come out of the pipe and you're falling and you have to hit the exact right square, you know, and then you can bounce up and like skip half the stage. What is with this UFO dude and like him being like a constant thing in this world? Do we need that? I mean, is he like the boom boom of this game or what? There goes another one. Just get out of this world. I don't even care what level 7 was. I just want to get out of here. And go to somewhere that doesn't have stupid gravity physics, hopefully. Oops. Don't necessarily hate this concept. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, actually. Okay. They have taken your special one to the center of the universe. We must go. World 7 clear. Center of the universe, huh? They kidnapped your special one while you were traversing the galaxies. She is at Bowser's Galaxy in the corner of the universe. I will take you there in my starship. Go forth, heroes. Okay. Hopefully it's not another space world. Okay, this looks like the... Well, yeah, World 8. I thought it was World 9 worlds in this. Maybe it is, but... Well, at least no weird physics yet. This looks like a standard nighttime level in SMB3. Oop, almost lost it there. What? If I touch those, do I die? Oh, okay. Just thought because they were like purple and dark that they would be like death blocks or something. No, they don't hurt you. They're just there. Okay, this is the same level layout as Wart's Castle in Mario 2. Yeah, it really is. Okay. Definitely referencing it heavily. Okay. Save and continue. Okay. All right, this is a direct reference. I'm going to have to move that really quick. Direct reference to 1-3, I think. Interesting. Yeah, definitely 1-3. Or the 4. I think it's 3. And Mario Bros. 3. The auto scroller with the little clouds you gotta jump on. I'm pretty sure that's 3. Yeah, this is the exact copy of it so far. Very interesting choice. Not my favorite level, but I know it well enough, at least the original. I'm not still gonna be careful because this is not the original. This is 3 Mix, where they could literally just throw like a big old pit of lava anywhere in this level if they wanted to, or incorporate levels from World 6 apparently into the thing too, because this is the auto scroller thing from World 6 as well as mixed into here. Okay, spooky, scary skeletons. Alright, I got it. Oh, turn the lights on. It. Please don't turn the lights off where I can't see what I'm doing. Oh my god, it did. It did exactly that as soon as I said it to. Remember, boos are not scared of you in the dark. So, yeah, this is one of those matter of time things. You don't want to fool around too much in that. Yeah, nice little hidden block there. IKJL, what does that mean? Yoshi. I wonder if this game could actually run on a real NES. I doubt it. I think it has probably some engine stuff in there that would make it not possible. I know a lot of ROM hacks wouldn't be able to run on original hardware. Especially like if they have like custom stuff built in. Oh dude, that is so wrong. Having a little Goomba dude that has like the little bugs that he shoots down at you, just like right there to knock you into a pit. Does he eventually just go away on his own, or he just stays here forever, or what? Okay, so you do have to jump around for... Why did Yoshi let go right there? I didn't want him to. Well, thanks, Lakitu. I knocked Lakitu out of the sky, but then he stole my fire flower. And came right back, apparently, because I could see him up there. That would have hit me, too. Why? Just why would you do that? Mario Land reference. Okay. I must be missing something. It's still not going to help with the fact that we got blocks we have to break to get to a certain area. Okay. No idea how I got past that without getting hit, but I'll take it. Bro, that's cheap. Almost got stuck in quicksand right there. Alright. Levels aren't too bad. Okay, this is Sunshine related. I'm guessing the next one's going to be Galaxy related. We got to do more of that up and away crap. How do you want me to do this again? I'm a little confused. So you're not throwing me, even if I hold the button. What if I hold, no? I have to be missing something. Am I supposed to go up on top of these buildings or something? Get P speed and then just jump up here, I guess? Well, that works too. I don't understand what you want me to do. Well, I don't understand what you want me to do, bro. Like, legit. Like, no idea. Like, to use this, I guess? Okay. There you go. I had to look it up, too. But nah, I got it. Had to have the rabbit ears for that particular spot, I guess. Alright, Mario Land 2 reference with the Lego blocks. Highly recommend you watch my Mario Land 2, Mario Land 1, Mario World, and all the other Mario stuff in the Mario playlist that I have set up for this channel. I should have brought that up earlier, but hopefully you're asleep already in this when you're watching this, but if you are awake, there are many Mario videos that you can watch in this channel on a full playlist of almost every 2D Mario game you can imagine, and ROM hacks and RPGs, or at least Mario RPG so far. But Paper Mario will be that'll be, I don't know how I'm gonna get that to work, because it's a much longer game and YouTube only lets you really upload 12 hours at a time, and I really don't want to have part 1, 2, 3 or any of that, because I feel like it divides up the viewer base and makes it where it's like, you know, if you can't complete the game in one video, you have to start chopping out a ton of stuff just to keep it to one video, you know? I mean, I guess you could chop out or speed up the battles. That might, or, you know, cut out like grinding if you ever did grind in Mario, Paper Mario. I don't know if you do or not, but if you do grind in that game, you could cut that out. I mean, that's what I do with the Pokemon games, is I just, you know, grind. I do like the grinding rather off camera entirely. Cheat in rare candies, or usually cheat in rare candies. Just because it's not meant to be a speed run or anything. It's meant to be a relaxing, cozy thing, and I don't think watching someone hit the A button 10 bajillion times in a row, you know, for hours on end is very relaxing. And at least not for me. It'll just be mind-numbingly boring. Okay, this level, though, I hate this gravity. I really hate this gravity. The stupid gravity crap that it keeps making me do. And on top of that, it's ice. It's ice and gravity. And Koopas. Bro. Stop fooling with me. This one spot is... He's falling through the platform. And then he hits the platform and he just starts sliding. Could just take the hit. It's about the only... Take that hit too, but it's about the only thing that makes sense. in this stupid low gravity garbage of a level. Thanks for the one up. I have 43 of them now. Can you tell I'm not a fan of the anti-gravity levels? Alright, I'm glad that's over. A particular level, anyway. I guess we go to Bowser's Castle now. Side scroller. Not side scroller, auto scroller. Alright. I don't know if this is going to be the last level or not, but if it is, please like and subscribe. And I appreciate you watching this far. And tell me what you want me to play in the next one, whether it's another ROM hack or if you want to watch me play another game in the Mario series or really anything, you know, movie, games, whatever you want. Just leave a comment period for anything, even if it's just like to say hey, because we do need the engagement to get in that algorithm. So I do work really hard on these and I grind them out a lot really fast, trying to get variety on the channel as much as possible. Think of it as sort of like every video is like a lottery ticket that can possibly, you know, change your life, but it probably won't. That's kind of what YouTube's like, is like playing the lottery, which you have probably better odds of making it, you know, getting the lottery, you know, win than getting 1 million subscribers at this point. Unless you're already rich, famous, or beautiful. And even then, it's still probably a struggle. Honestly, getting even 1,000 subscribers in gaming is kind of amazing if you can pull that off. It's just YouTube doesn't share this stuff really. It kind of neglects the gaming channels pretty hard. Let's just walk along with our little spiky buddies. I guess Lakitu just gave up, and so do these little spikies. Just saying, whatever, we're just going to jump in the lava and say screw it. I'm not accepting that as a form of payment. We don't take Hammer Bro hammers as a payment. It's a Discover card of, well, Discover's owned by Capital One now, so it kind of isn't a no-name, you know, garbage tier card anymore that people don't want. What am I doing, bro? I love it. I love that you can knock out the thwomps with that question mark. Kind of wonder what the final boss is going to be like. It's going to obviously be Bowser, but I just don't know if it's going to be like just baby Bowser again, or if it's going to be big Bowser, or it's going to be some crazy auto-scroller battle, or I don't know what it's going to be. I have no idea at all. Is there anything over there? I kind of don't want to jump into the oblivion, you know, for nothing. Have I already been here? No. Yeah, because that pipe just popped up, so it must mean I haven't been here. Whoops. Let's see if there's anything over here. Nope. It's not. How about Thwomp? Okay. So I'm gonna get this and oh, almost lose it immediately. Okay, I screwed that jump up. Okay. Oh. So we're getting close to Bowser, obviously, because fireballs. Oh, so how we gonna beat him? Do we just spam fireballs, or do we wait for him to jump, or what? Okay, all right, I get it. Is that Rip? I think that's Rip. I don't know if that's the end, but it looks like it might be. The score was tallied up. And so the princess was saved and peace was restored to Mushroom Canyon Galaxy. There's probably secret levels or something, I guess. I don't know, but thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, like and subscribe. Tell your friends about me so they can hopefully get some sleep as well. This is a fun playthrough. I do appreciate it, and it was definitely a fun little playthrough. It wasn't my favorite ROM hack ever, but I appreciate it for what it is. So it's definitely, you know, top 10 probably. So yeah, see you in the next one. Goodbye for now. Good night.